We swept the board last week going 3-0. This week, there are three bets that I'm making that you should tail. This week's matchup is between the Washington Commanders and the Chicago Bears. The Commanders are 5.5-point home favorites here with a total of 44. This puts the team total at 19.5 for the Bears and 25.5 for Washington. The Bears are 0-4 entering this game, coming off a devastating loss to the Denver Broncos at home last week. They were winning 28-7 with 4 minutes left in the third quarter, and they allowed 3 straight touchdowns and a field goal, losing the game. And one of the touchdowns was a scoop and score where Justin Fields fumbled the ball, and the Broncos scored there. Just completely devastating to the city of Chicago, who's looking like they might have the number 1 overall pick. Now, heading into this game, though, specifically, my first bet is Brian Robinson to go over 15.5 carries. This is pretty widely available depending on the book. The Commanders are near touchdown home favorites in this spot against a below average Bears defense overall. The Bears defense is going to be without multiple players in their secondary, and their run defense is also below average as well. Brian Robinson has 18 and 19 carries each of the past 2 weeks in wins after just 14 and 10 in 2 weeks in losses. The Commanders will likely go run heavy here when they have a lead, and I think they're going to lean a lot on Brian Robinson based on the snap counts and seeing way more usage than Antonio Gibson. So my second bet here tonight is Logan Thomas to go over 26.5 receiving yards in this spot. He played fully in week 1, caught 4 of 8 targets or 43 receiving yards. He was knocked out of week 2 midway through the game, but had already seen 3 targets under 40% of the snaps. And then he was held entirely out of week 3. Week 4, he returned, played the full game, ran 37 routes and went well over this total of 26 as well. His 37 routes, though, also included 13 out wide, 19 from the slot, and 5 in line. He ran more routes than slot receiver Curtis Samuel last week. So he's being treated as more than just a tight end. He's also playing some wide receiver here as well. So we have projected to go, over his 2.5 reception mark as well as over his 26.5 receiving yard mark. Our third bet is the Bears to score more than 19.5 points. I know it's gross, but I think they're going to go over their team total here. The number is just really low relative to this Washington defense. And what we saw from this Bears offense last week against the bad defense of the Broncos, the Bears offense looked functional. They looked the best they ever have. Now they're getting another defense that's bottom 5 in most pass and run defense metrics here this week. So I think that the Bears are going to be able to take advantage of that, score 20-plus points in this spot here. Not to mention Washington has allowed 30-plus points in 3 games this season already. So yeah, I like the Bears to go over 19.5 total points here. And if you like these bets, get all my official plays at 4for4.com and get 25% off of our betting subscription using code YouTube, where I release all of my player prop bets, 15 plus per week, and we're up 7 units so far in the season. So make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel as well. Thanks, everybody.